Alive. What's up, guys? Happy Friday. Happy weekend. I hope you all had a wonderful work week and you're heading into a wonderful weekend. Matt, do you tick both of those boxes? Did you have a good
week? Sure. I had a busy week, so I guess busy's good. And then, I'm heading into the weekend head first. So I think that works for me.
I think that's the only way you know how to head into the weekend.
I don't know how else to. I mean, we literally start by cracking a beer on the show. So
no, please.
There's no way, but yeah.
I'm going to try to do it with my hand. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That was a good one. That was a good one.
Today, I don't have a beer, though. I have Vizzy hard seltzer made with antioxidants and vitamin C.
Oh my God! Of course you're getting healthy with it. Oh, that's so obnoxious.
Well, yeah, I gotta get my vitamins somehow.
Fine.
How else am I gonna get them?
What better time of day to get your vitamins than during happy hour?
I mean, if you're not trying, let's be honest. Gotta get those vitamins any way you can.
So if like Blue Moon is orangey flavor, am I getting vitamin C?
No, that's not how that works. That is absolutely not how that works. The vitamin C in the orange.
I really don't like that you didn't detect the sarcasm in my voice there.
I did. I just want to be very clear that that's not how that works.
I have
sarcasm can be there.
I get some good stuff in my system through my kombucha now.
That is true.
It's still working too. I love it.
I went to buy this weekend's beer or seltzer beer options, and I saw something called Blue Moon like Sky. I don't know what the heck it is, but it looks like they're trying a new like low calorie Blue Moon, and I'm very curious to check it out. I might have to get it next time.
I feel like I should definitely try it and see how I like it, because like my taste buds are so, in sync with like I know Blue Moon to be.
And it was with all the other like low cal versions of all these beers. So like I think it's like Dogfish Head is trying a low cal IPA. Like there's a bunch of brands now doing the whole like 95 calorie beer. So I think Blue Moon is trying to do a Blue Moon version of that. And again, it's like written in cursive. It's like Blue Moon Sky Experience or something like that. Like it's supposed to look all fancy and crap.
Yeah, that's how they lure you in. I feel like, isn't it like a Blue Moon isn't that many calories anyway? Like I feel like 95 that can't be that much of a difference.
The Blue Moon's a wheat beer. Wheat beer is always heavier. So like, I mean, if you're comparing it like Coors Light or something like that, yeah, it's going to come in around that 195 range. But a Blue Moon is usually like we did at my graduation party for like high school. For college or something. We had a Blue Moon keg by accident. We ordered like Rolling Rock to be a light beer keg, and it came Blue Moon. And we played Pong all night, and like we did normal drinking games as like college kids would. And we had the worst stomach aches by the end of the night, because it was just, you have been drinking this heavy wheat beer like it is a light beer like Coors Light. End of the night, it was just everyone like, oh man, like we were all like ready to throw up. Like,
I feel like my body is just maybe like readjusted for it.
This is true.
Like in general, I do feel like a tank when it comes to Blue Moon and Prosecco.
Well, yeah, you have definitely claimed that area of the alcohol industry as your own.
I've clocked enough Blue Moon and Prosecco hours. No, Dewey.
Did Dewey go for the Blue Moon?
He's determined to walk on the desk right now, but there's too much shit. He's on the desk. He's here.
It's fine.
He's behind the computer. It's fine until it's not fine.
I had my real earthquake this week at 4:30 in the morning.
Oh, shit, I meant to ask you. Here he is, by the way. He's here. Hey. Come on, I can't turn my computer any more than that. All right, he'll make.
He's not doing it. He's not doing it
at some point. I can't force him, right?
But
he's getting down now, I think.
Yeah, no, camera shy. Dewey's not a star.
Yeah, he's going the other way now. He's done. He's over this shit. So, how was your first? This was your very first earthquake?
No, I've had a few here. I guess it's the biggest one because it woke me up. And like completely one of those jostle awake. I had no idea it was happening. And you kind of just like jump up and you're like, Why is everything moving? All right, I live in LA now. I have earthquakes. Like I had to like adjust to the fact that this is just what happens now.
No, there it is.
Yep.
There it is. I wasn't going to completely leave you guys hanging. Did anything fall over in the earthquake?
No, I haven't had anything that bad. I mean, even the last one, it was fine. I've not had an earthquake yet that has shaken anything to the point where it would probably fall over. Also, I don't have anything just really hanging on nails as I look around my apartment because of that reason.
I think I've had one earthquake where things were like actually on the floor, but I don't even think I was in LA for that one. I think it was just a matter of cleaning it up after I'd gotten back.
Yeah, like we're gonna have to do when you come back to LA.
I've only felt one in my 4 years living in LA, and I feel like it was fairly recent too. But it woke me up, and I was like, "What was that?" And then I knew when the aftershock hit what it was.
Well, this was like a few days before. I don't know. I got woken up again at like 2 a.m. I sort of got it sound like a banshee or something. It was just like a loud, like wailing howl. And so I get up really disoriented going like, what is that noise? And it wasn't in my apartment. It was right outside my window. And I'm trying to figure out what it was. I didn't go outside because I'm like, I've seen enough scary movies to know that I don't go not investigating the noise. But no, somebody said, no, hell no. Dude, I was stumbling around my apartment just going like, what, why? But then one of my friends is like, dude, I used to get coyotes. I'm like, what are you talking about? And they're like, I used to get coyotes around my apartment in Burbank. And then she was like, what they do is they'll catch an animal, and you probably heard an animal that was getting eaten. And I was like,
hey,
okay, that's real.
Sad. All right, I have some stuff to bring up from the chat.
It's nature.
Billy is just on fire, and it's so early in the show. So every time Perri shows her beer, is she mooning us? I don't know. Am I?
That is the butt of your bottle, technically.
It is. We also have Caleb in the house. Caleb always reminds me to let you guys know that the fantasy football tier of the campaign is still up and running. I guess today is technically your last day to sign up. But if football happens, we're going to have a lot of fun. And if football doesn't happen on time, your reward and your ability to be part of the league is just going to like start whenever the league starts. It'll be fine. Come join. I think I have two spots left.
Yeah, I need to see more to think that we're going to have football, especially because
I know
baseball is doing the same model as football where they're not doing a campus and they're just traveling, and teams are already like the Marlins are on quarantine because half their team has it or some crap. The Cardinals just reported a few players that are now getting it. And it's like, well, what do you expect? You're traveling around the country and you're spending so much time in air. Like the NFL is doing the same method. So if the MLB doesn't work and the MLB kind of says we should stop doing this, I think the NFL does the same thing.
Yeah, I'm getting worried. I check like now I have all of my NFL news feeds and I keep getting, alerts of players backing out because of it. I don't know. I'm trying to keep my hopes up that it'll stay safe and it'll be okay, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Dewey's wrecking shit right now.
I can hear Dewey. He's just hitting shit off your table.
Let me just go get what he is taking.
What do you mean go get what he is taking?
I don't even know what he just did. Oh, here it is.
So okay.
Dewey was playing with this.
Sure. He wants to go magnify some things. Of course.
I got this from the Alienist.
Of course, as one does.
I know.
As one obviously gets magnifying glasses from the Alienist.
Because I'm gonna solve mysteries with it. Can we review the movie?
Oh yeah, you want to jump in?
I'm so excited. Yeah. I'll tee it up a little bit. So right now we are going to review the brand new Shudder release, Host, and it was shot entirely over Zoom. So it's a Screenlife type thing, and it was made during quarantine. And the general premise of it is basically a group of friends get together. They have a seance and they conjure something and creepy shit happens. That's it. That's what it is. And I thought this was so well done and effective. I can't believe how much I liked it, because when you messaged me about it, Matt, I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I'm just like lightly glad that someone's getting creative. And I thought if anything, it was going to pack the punch or the thrill of a solid short film, because it's under 60 minutes, the runtime. But I really do think from the performances, what they managed to establish within mere minutes of it starting, as far as that group dynamic and just enough character development, and then what they do with just the Zoom interface and tools is very, very smart. And some of those scares really got me.
It's good, man. It's so natural, and that's the biggest thing, because a lot of these Screenlife films, or at least in my opinion, I like Unfriended. I think The Den is amazing. There are tons of great examples out there, but the realism kind of goes away a little bit when it starts getting into a longer movie for me. And it's like the thing keeps going and like everyone's still on the chat. Like, why haven't they just logged off? Crap like that. But what Host does is genius in that it actually uses its time that it's allowed. So the running time of the film is completely tied to the actual Zoom regulations. If you're a non-subscriber, you only have 60 minutes of a chat if you're not paying for Zoom, and then it shuts down. So not only is it the running time of the film, but it's narratively important because all they have is that 60 minutes. So like, it's so brilliant the way they do that, because it's not trying to force a feature film out of Screenlife horror. It's literally just putting you on a Zoom call and seeing what happens. It's so good.
Yeah, it's so good. And just like the premise is so just brilliantly simple. Like they didn't over frill it. And I also think that the success of it is so heavily reliant on this cast that, I mean, I'm not an actor for a multitude of reasons, so take this for what it's worth. But I just imagine performing a story like this has to be so incredibly difficult to be so convincing. And immediately when I was done watching it, I went and looked up the main cast, and so many of them are newcomers with such a small amount of credits to their names. But like, I thought they were all fantastic.
It's so I think, like, I'm doing it without spoilers, obviously, but talking about it in the way that the cast is tremendous, and the way the cast works with, number one, it does get out of Zoom a little bit, because you're able to do your phone on Zoom and you're able to explore. So like, comparing it to Unfriended, I think it does the same thing really well, where it's able to switch over from a laptop format to the phone. And there's a reason why they have the phone, and there's the reason why they're walking around. And that allows these paranormal activity moments to come in that, again, are so well done. It's these little things and these little beats that are expected. It's just household poltergeist stuff. But you're on this Zoom call and you feel like you're part of it and watching it. And the background stuff. So it's like the little things for me are the best parts. It's like the technological, but like the hiccups when one person tries to switch over from their phone to the laptop, and there's all this feedback and they're trying to figure that out. And then you have the one girl who makes the GIF background of her in the background. You're like, okay, so that's going to be used in the scare later. And it is. And it's so good. So yeah. It's again, I keep coming back to, it just feels natural. It just feels like we're on a Zoom call versus a movie built around Screenlife.
I know we all miss going to the theater and watching films on the big screen, but I do think that was an especially effective layer of this, was actually sitting there and watching this movie full screen on my laptop, which I'm so used to seeing with that Zoom interface on it. It immediately sucks you in. I do want to like name drop the cast here, because I feel like these are names we should start to get to know. Haley Bishop, Gemma Moore, Emma Louise Webb, Radina Drandova, and Caroline Ward. I just thought the five of them were so good together. I was so quickly convinced that they had a very long friendship, and I really got into their cadence with each other and how natural they were, their chemistry, like, so quickly. And then the director of this thing is Rob Savage. I've never seen anything he's done before. I do see he has something else feature film wise on his IMDb called C.
So his biggest thing so far His biggest thing so far has been a short called Dawn of the Deaf. I think
Yes.
I think I'm getting it. Yeah, so Dawn of the Deaf. Yeah, so that's what got him the attention to actually get the offer to do this host. And when they contacted him and challenged Rob to do this, that it was basically off that short. So he doesn't really have much of his name, and I kind of feel like it's a big deal because a lot of people immediately, when they started thinking about, well, what's the kind of content that people can make in quarantine, and you start thinking of all like the quarantine and lockdown screenplays that are going to come out after this, and it's like, a lot of people argue that like, I don't want to see a movie that's recreating something I lived through. Like, I didn't like being in quarantine. I don't want to watch a movie about it. I was kind of the same way, which is why I was hesitant about Host. And then you see a film like Host that it's not taking advantage of the situation. It's literally finding a way to create in the situation and like using it correctly. So I was like, if we get more like content like this that's handling the pandemic, like, oh, hell yeah.
Well, it's not like super depressingly dark either. It's like, I understand not wanting something that mirrors our current quarantine situation just because like I'm super sensitive about it all. But this is that plus a fun horror vibe. I mean, this type of horror is what I like as far as getting like a fun thrill out of the genre.
Yeah. And I mean, to me, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Have you seen his other feature? I see another feature on his IMDb, Strings. I just love the fact that I'm discovering him through this, and now I am very eager to sort through all of the shorts and apparently this feature.
Yeah, so again, I think, I didn't hear of him until Dawn of the Deaf, and that's not a knock on him by any means. I'm just saying, like, the first time he really started getting notoriety was Dawn of the Deaf. So I think he's been kind of under the radar until then. But I mean, I'm going to interview him next week for Slash Film because I saw it and I immediately was like, I have to talk to this guy because I love Screenlife horror. I think it's the new found footage genre in the sense that when it's done right, it's like the cutting edge of what horror can evolve into. And, it's the natural evolution in horror filmmaking. But when it's done wrong, I mean, it's terrible. It's, again, just like found footage. Like, people find ways to they think it's easy to do. And they think it's just like, let's just get some laptop cameras and make it. And it's like, no, you have to do it right.
Yeah, I mean, even though I will admit that the thought like crept in my brain for a hot second where I'm like, could I actually pull something like this off? The truth of the matter is you can. And you can see that when you get to the end credits and you see how many people were really involved. I mean, it's not something you can kind of like snap your fingers, shoot a Zoom call and make. This was a very well put together piece. Matt, if you had to rate it out of 5 Deweys, what would you give it?
4 out of 5. That was my review.
4 out of 5?
Yeah,
That's
4 out of 5.
Exactly what I was going to say. I even maybe, like, with how excited I am, I might even teeter on a 4.5 out of 5, especially because with what I imagine their goals were for this type of story and the shooting format, I really can't imagine it getting much better than the final product that they delivered. So I might go 4.5.
I was teetering as well when I was writing my review, but the only thing that stuck with me was just kind of, it's familiar. And I know it's weird to say it's a familiar Zoom call horror movie, but we've seen Unfriended and we've seen The Den and all these other things. I mean, the goods, the open windows, cam to cam, like you could go down a list of all these types of movies. And it didn't do anything I thought was like original scare wise. It was still pretty basic scares. It was just really effective. It was like super effective.
No, I can connect the dots, but again, I thought what made it original was how they incorporate the way that we're using Zoom right now. So I will give it some originality points.
Yeah, no, it gets originality points. I just meant more the scares themselves were kind of like, okay, the creepy thing's gonna pop out just when you expect it, and it does, and it freaks the fuck out of you. But at the same time, it's like, all right, cool.
For anyone out there who does not have Shudder, if you are a genre fan, you should reconsider that. But if you do have Shudder, please go check out Host. I would like to bet you're really going to dig it.
I do this column with Chris Evangelista on Slash Film where every other week we just run down our favorite streaming horror movies and to give some recommendations. And we got a call out from like on Twitter. Someone was kind of like, "Hey, can you do one that like doesn't involve Shudder? Like, not all of us have Shudder." And I'm kind of like, we can, by all means. We'll tell you what Hulu and Netflix to watch. But also, if you're a genre fan, why do you not have Shudder? I get that there is just too many options to have. I understand that. But if you are into horror for $4.99 a month, and that's if you don't do the bulk purchase that makes it even cheaper.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much original content that is just every other month. It's kind of like my new favorite horror movie is a Shudder release.
No, I hear you. It's tough to say like, well, what are you doing? Unless I know, you know, 100%. What you're spending on streaming services and how much flexibility you have in that department. But like for anybody who can pick it up as a streaming service, I can't recommend it enough.
I was
going to say
it's the best.
Whenever I hear Chris's name now, you know, the only thing I can think of with him is Amy Adams photos.
His Instagram is underrated.
I think there was an Amy Adams news story that broke the other day, and I was scrolling through Twitter, and it was legit like a trade story, and I got really confused for a second that like that image was not posted by Chris.
It was, Chris's Instagram where he just posts Amy Adams shopping. I don't know what the bid is. I have no idea what the bid is.
I don't know what it is or where it came from, but I love it.
It's so fantastic. He is such a wonderfully, wonderfully amazing human being.
I was going to also tell you while we were talking about Host, you know what I did watch for the first time the other night?
No.
I had never seen Unfriended Dark Web. I've seen the first Unfriended like more times than I can count. And it's weirdly enough, it's one of those horror movies that, you know, anytime it's on, like my whole family has to watch it. My mom is a very big Unfriended fan, but I was very impressed by Dark Web. I thought it was great. And I thought that they like took the blueprints of what they did in the first film, but gave it a completely different spin that I found very effective.
So this has turned into one of my most unpopular opinions, which I did not see coming. Everyone loves Dark Web. Everyone is obsessed with it, and I fucking hate it. I think it's so bad that it abandons everything that Unfriended does, and I don't think it's scary in the least bit. And I think it's very hackily made, and the performances are terrible. And like me, no. Me and Christy watched the premiere at South by, and it was one of those movies where. Obviously, like we're not going to write a negative review out of South by. It's a festival, and we both just like kind of walked out. And what?
You just say you're not going to write a negative review out of South by?
Yeah, why? That's like I don't like for festival films. I don't write a negative review if we don't know the distribution. At that point, we didn't know when it was coming out or anything.
Oh, I guess maybe I'm less in that situation because I'm mostly doing interviews at this point. But like if I was assigned to cover a movie, whether or not I liked it wouldn't determine whether or not I wrote the review.
So what we have so many people at South by, like for Slash Film, that basically the rule is kind of like if you don't like something, there's 4 other people, give someone else the option to write about it if they like it. So like that's always what kind of happens. Like I can say now that I did not like Body at Brighton Rock. And I was going to review it because I do all the Midnighters, but I didn't like it. So I was like, it's a film that doesn't have distribution. Why am I going to crap on it right now? And I was like, I won't take the review. And then Meredith Borders ended up loving it. Like it was one of her favorite horror movies of the year. So like, I think for a festival, it's just much better to let somebody who loves something, like give it that chance to find distribution and find what the audience that is going to love it versus me coming out being like, this is a terrible movie. Like I'm just one dude. Like I saved that for the theatrical.
So, you know, one of my most memorable festival premieres was the first Unfriended.
Oh yeah, that was.
Do you remember what they did?
Yeah, they friended us all with Laura Barnes.
I still think that was hands down one of the smartest marketing moves I've ever seen. So, for anybody out there who doesn't know. Matt and I went to the world premiere of Unfriended at South by Southwest. It was a midnight movie. We go into the movie, we see the movie, we friggin' love the movie. We come out and it's like, you don't use your phone the entire movie. You use it after. And the first thing that we saw on our phones when we walked out was Laura Barnes has sent you a friend request. Like something that simple and that easy is just so effective, and it makes you like immediately rethink everything you just experienced, and it's like, holy shit, did that just happen?
Well, and we also didn't know anything about Laura Barnes at that point. Like, we didn't know anything about the character because we hadn't seen the movie. There was like minimal press materials. So all we knew is this Laura Barnes friends all of us. And we're kind of like,
I got mine after.
I got mine before.
No, I didn't get
it
it
was
before.
I'm
Mine,
pretty sure
mine,
it's
was
before, 'cause, like,
mine was definitely after, and I remember we were going back to the hotel, and all of a sudden it was, and I was like, "Holy shit!" I thought it was perfectly timed.
So I liked it for being before because like I had no idea who this Laura Barnes was, and like they sent you a direct message. I forget what the message was, but it was kind of like you get a rando friend request. You see people that you know who are friends with her, so you're kind of like, all right, cool, whatever. And then all of a sudden, like she like messages you on Facebook Messenger, and this is years ago, so it was just kind of like it just pops up as you're on Facebook.
2014.
You're like, what? Yeah, I think so. That sounds about right. Yeah. That was. I'm still friends with Laura Barnes. It's still friends to this day with Laura.
We're friends with Laura Barnes.
Also, by the way, if we're still talking about host, Lindsay posted in the chat that the cast actually is friends in real life, and I know they use their real names as their characters, but that would make sense as they all use their name as characters and they were friends in real life.
I am still friends with Laura Barnes.
Yeah, I'm still friends with Laura Barnes.
I wonder if we can find out exactly.
Want to message Laura Barnes?
I wonder.
I mean,
I want to see like where do you go to look to see when you've become friends with somebody?
Oh, I have no idea.
Neither do I.
You'd have to dig back real far. I was going to say message Laura Barnes, but it would just go to Fawn's PR because I'm pretty sure Fawn's was doing the marketing for that.
I wish I sent this a message and Brandy got it.
Brandy responds to it. Oh, that'd be great.
Sorry. I would very much enjoy that. I'm sorry, I wasn't because I was obsessing over Laura Barnes. What did you say was in the?
I was just saying back on like 444. I guess we were still talking about host and the cast and how they are together. And Lindsay just mentioned. I mean, they do use their real names as characters.
Yeah.
Like, Gemma is Gemma, like Emma is Emma. So she said that they are friends in real life, and that's why they use their names as characters. So again, that would make perfect sense as to why the cast comes together with such chemistry.
Yeah, and I was looking, and the one who plays Caroline's father, they share a last name, so I'm sure that was her.
Oh, so it actually is okay. Because I mean, that's the thing too. They filmed in quarantine, so it makes perfect sense how the only other people in these films would just be who you're quarantining with.
Yeah. I don't know what their setup was as far as crew goes, and if any of those actors had an extra pair of hands, but if they were forced to do all of that on their own, I'm like even more impressed.
Well, you also have, the Thing in the film, so there has to be some level of added cast. There has to be some level.
That's fair.
But still, responsibly done.
What else have you been watching, or what other news has excited you this week?
This week was kind of a bum week. Not much going on. Releases were pretty minimal. Like, did I even see anything else that I had to review?
You gonna watch Umbrella Academy?
I'm going to when it comes out.
It's out today.
I thought it was next week.
No, today.
Oh shit! Okay, then I'm gonna binge Umbrella Academy this weekend. There's literally my plans.
It is quite good.
I have heard as much from multiple people.
I'm a big fan of that. And you liked are we allowed to review She Dies Tomorrow?
Oh yeah, that's in drive-ins tonight. Next weekend digital.
We have a witching hour with Amy Seimetz.
Oh, I'm jealous.
It was like one heck of a conversation. She is like a next level creator, and just I don't know, hearing how her brain operates on that level, she'll never just cease to amaze me. She is really one of a kind.
It's reflected in the film. The film is like something I haven't seen before, and it ends up being really timely. You saw it, right? Obviously. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this was the last film I saw in a theater. Technically, I saw it the night before because like I saw Bloodshot and like a theater screening, but then there was a private South by Southwest. Yeah,
I almost went to that.
Oh, you should have went. So that was the last time.
There was a reason why I didn't go. I forget what it was.
I was like, it was a really small screening. There weren't a lot of people there. It was one of those,
was it at the Soho House?
Soho House, yeah.
I thought so.
I got to see like Lawson and like the Moorhead and Benson.
I should have gone.
It was like it was so weird to watch that, a film that is intended to be a spin on pandemic films, but no one knew what was going to happen. So it comes out the same. It was so weird. It was just so timely and interesting and weird.
Have you watched it since?
No, I have not seen it since. It was like March.
This is something that we were talking about today, actually, just, how interesting it can be to get someone's take on it, before we even knew COVID existed, versus someone like you who knew it was like shit was about to bubble over, versus someone like me who watched it for the first time the other night in the midst of quarantine.
Well, so when I saw it, it was when we all started thinking we would just get over it by like elbow bumping and like doing stuff like that. So like I'm literally there. I'm like, I see Lawson, and like we all have our masks on. Lawson's like, "Hey man, how's it going?" And we're like elbow bumping to say hello and stuff like that. And that was March 12th, and then March 13th was like the everyone stay home. You're not allowed out anymore. So I still understood, and like my review comments on it heavily about, holy shit, this became entirely of our times without it even knowing. I mean, like Amy Simons did not write this film and film this movie knowing what was about to happen. It's crazy.
Yeah. I think
I'm getting a beer really quick, so just
go for it. I actually think that She Dies Tomorrow might have hit me too hard because of when I watched it. It's just like everything is so doom and gloom and upsetting right now, and I don't think it is a comment on the quality of the movie. Actually, it is a comment on the quality of the movie, because I think it was too effective for me. Like I woke up the morning after watching that upset, and I didn't want to feel that way. But it's not necessarily a feeling that wasn't earned.
No, well earned. Effective. It's definitely slow burn. I mean, obviously, if you're not into, it's almost like a quirky art house dark comedy. I don't know how else to like describe it, because there is abstract humor in it, and it's about
her sense of humor is something else. I can't wait.
I mean, I can't wait to show you
that interview. Like the last 20 minutes of it was just like, I guess with my extreme reaction to the movie, I never thought we were going to do an interview for it where my face hurt because I was smiling and laughing so much. But like she somehow manages to tie like so much humor into like a really deep conversation about the making of the movie. I was losing my shit today.
I'm jealous that I don't get to interview her. I'm trying to work myself back into interviews because I just haven't done them in so long. And now I'm kind of like, honestly, I wasn't going to do it because I hate phoners, but I emailed the PR company for the people like doing host. And I was like, would Rob be okay with hopping on a StreamYard with me if I just use the audio? Because like I hate phoners because you can't have a conversation. It feels chopped up and you're just over the phone. But like if I'm talking to you or interviewing someone like face to face like this, I was like, I'm down for it. And the PR company's like, hell yeah, that's fine. So I'm like, maybe I'm going to start asking if like I could just use StreamYard for everything.
I've had some good phoners. I most certainly prefer to be able to see someone face to face, but like just in general, like Amy Simons has very quickly become one of my favorite people in the industry. Interview. She was actually the very first episode of Collider Ladies Night, or at least like my rendition of it. So but like she was the perfect guinea pig for something like that, because it launched this like crazy monster that's never stopping.
That's amazing. Yeah, she's charismatic for days. She did the intro at the screening I was at. And I mean, it's very much her on film. I mean, just the brief synopsis for anyone that doesn't know what She Dies Tomorrow is a woman wakes up and she is convinced that she will die tomorrow. And that thought is contagious. And that's the entire premise. And it's how people deal with that, and how people, when they then start to think that they're going to die tomorrow, fucking, oh my God, it's out there bonkers crazy, but it's also so really darkly funny and also incredibly poignant and heartfelt, and just all these things about how people change their lives because they've been living one way, thinking they have so much time left. And then if you think you're going to die the next day, all of a sudden certain things become very important and other things start to fade away in importance.
That's a solid description there. So here's a very important question, Matt. What is the plan for what comes next? Do we want to? Do you want to explain the beer pong situation to everybody tonight?
Yeah. So So my partner, Mr. Pachulo, cannot help defend the title tonight because he is at a social distance wedding, I guess we'll call it, and however that can be. In any case, he is indisposed as of now. Hotel Wi-Fi would not cut it. So we do not have the usual Perri Matt team up rivalry, which I am destroying you in. I think it's like 7-1.
I can't even say oh fuck you. Like it's true. It's true.
But, so I guess the question is, if the chat wants us to play one-on-one and see what happens there, that's fine. Or we can stay here and keep talking about whatever topics the chat wants us to talk about. We're up to both. I got my cup set up. We can do some Perri versus Matt, see who is the stronger player without partners.
We could also ask Fear Pong questions.
We didn't write any Fear Pong questions down, though.
Well, so you could read the ones off the card, and we'll just do and answer the ones we're comfortable with. But
no, not at all. We're not doing it. That's Fear Pong. We'll figure out how to work it in. It's not in its current state usable, we'll say, for obvious reasons.
Yeah, that. Have we told anybody what some of those cards are?
Did we? I think we might have one time. I think we might have broken out.
I feel like I've told you that I like the dentist one, where it's like take a picture of the inside of your mouth, post it on Instagram, and then tag a local dentist.
Yeah.
Then like fucking strip, and obviously that's not happening.
Again, there's a lot of like just piss your pants. Like this is made for college kids in a way. So even at that, what college?
I would never have done like 90% of those cards.
Exactly. I'm kind of just like looking at these cards, going like, all right, if I was a drunk college kid,
all right, for my own amusement, just pick a random one.
All right, cool. Yep. Ooh, okay. So this is the first one I picked, and so they come with two dares on the card, and the idea is you put these, they're like coaster size, and they go under the beer pong cups. And if your opponent hits the cup, you can pull this card. And if you do one of the dares, you have to put the cup back on the table and you save that cup. So it's like you trade a dare for another shot. But this one says, all right, so here are the two dares that I would have to do if I chose to keep the cup on the table. Give your opponents your phone and let them text your boss whatever they like. That's one of the dares.
Matt, I would let you do that.
The second dare, take off an article of clothing for every vowel in your first name. Throw the discarded clothes into the toilet. So I get away with one. Yeah, I could get away with one.
Can I put my socks in the toilet?
That's an article of clothes. But yeah, so that is the level of dares that we were not expecting when we bought.
I feel like there were some that were way worse than that.
All right, here you go. Take off your clothes and give yourself a whipped cream bikini. Yeah. Let your opponent post a picture with the hashtag swimsuit challenge, hashtag Fear Pong. Or rinse your hair in the toilet water to keep hair healthy and hydrated. Consider a leave-in conditioner afterwards.
Yeah, like a hard no on both of those. I'm sorry. Did you say there was a Fear Pong hashtag?
You're gonna look at it, aren't you? Because there's gonna be some dumb. So do swimsuit challenge and Fear Pong.
It actually looks like a lot of the photos on this are like a bunch of them look like they were made or sponsored.
But yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, here's one. Shave your eyebrows. Just shave your eyebrows. Like literally to keep a beer pong cup in the game.
I almost wanted to
your eyebrows off.
My mom's reaction.
Here's the other one. Accidentally sext your parents.
I want to interview the person who came up with this game.
I guarantee you we could. I guarantee you they would be so okay with doing an interview. I don't think you'd have to press very hard, Perri.
I just I don't understand. I want to know the percentage of people that buy the game in general, how many of them actually play it as intended.
I have no idea. I could not tell you. But it seems very college related and very when you're inebriated, you are more prone to do certain things. But even at that level, I have been quite inebriated and I would not shave my eyebrows off, nor my hair, because I know people keep asking.
I was about to say I could shave my eyebrows off. I
What?
was about to say I could shave my eyebrows off because my bangs would cover it, but then I looked at my image and I'm like, no.
I mean, I could do that. You have a clear visual image, Perri, that shows that that is incorrect. All right. That's good.
I actually had this thought process live on the stream.
I'm glad that there is now video evidence.
I could do it.
I could do it. And it's not like if I go other way, like it's just straight covered. I got nothing anymore. We're working on it.
So many hair flips. I'm so empty right now. What should I do? Should I get another beer and come back here, or should I bring the whole computer down?
I think you should take the computer, leave it on, take a little trip so that I'm not left alone here. And I'm happy to play you straight up beer pong. No excuses, no partners.
All right. I'm gonna wait. Remove.
All right, and she didn't. She immediately left me here. That was good. I'm glad that she kept to her word on that. Somebody asked me some questions.
I'm still.
Oh, okay. Look, you're here.
Hold on.
I love how I'm like, stay in so we can talk, and you're like, okay, hold on a sec. You immediately.
I'm trying to figure. I want to like remove my video, but keep my audio. Tell me if I'm still here. Ready?
I'm going to assume that's a no. I'm going to assume that's a hard no.
There's no way to do that. All right.
Leave the video on.
Hold on. I'm not.
Somebody asked me a question. Ask me anything. Donato edition. I'm drinking Vizzies. I have no inhibitions, apparently. I'm just going to look back on the chat, see if there's anything worth answering. Wait, T-Money, what is send to all? Why don't we... How many sleeveless shirts do I have? I have at least 9 or 10 at this point, and I'm probably going to order some new ones because I'm almost out of ones that I've worn on this live stream. So you have a brand, you got to keep with it. I think that's important and give the people what they want. Where did you buy? Oh, this is a Cavity Colors. They do amazing work every week. They have a different title release, and it's always these crazy kind of like collage picture kind of designs. And I've seen some people tweeting recently that they don't love this kind of artwork. They just want plain and simple. I love my t-shirts that look like posters and they look like they were designed in the 80s. So this very much is one of my favorite tanks I have. Let's see. The power of the sleeveless, absolutely. Oh, Red Hood. Yeah, I'm actually surprised that Perri did not bring up the fact that Gale Weathers is back. You didn't go into it.
I think I kind of in my head made up that it was going to happen no matter what. I forgot to drop this.
No, that's fair. I mean, with Dewey back, it was obviously the next logical bring back from this series. And if you want to keep the nostalgia going, you do have to have Courtney Cox and Gale Weathers back. But it's just a nice confirmation, I guess I would say. Perri slamming shit. All right.
It's like when when parents pack lunches, like bagged lunches for their children. My mom packed my beer pong supplies.
Oh, that's adorable.
Isn't it?
I cleaned my cups out this morning.
I'm still here. I'm in the room. I just have to set my shit up.
I know you are. That's fine. Don't worry.
I have to get the step stool too, so I'll have to leave the room for that.
That's fair. Oh, wait, to answer Christy, which Vizzy is your fave? So I ordered it off Drizzly because I didn't want to go to the supermarket when I got these, and the only flavor they had was pineapple mango. So I got literally I think it's like 12 pineapple mangoes. Not bad. I'm okay with it. I got to try the rest, though. Amelia in the chat swears by the Truly lemonades, which I have not tried yet either. So that's probably the next thing I'll try. Also, my local supermarket has Smirnoff seltzers, Kona brewing seltzers. Like every freaking market or every brand has a seltzer now. So I gotta go check out I gotta do a rundown. Maybe that's what we'll do one time, Perri. We're just gonna try I'm gonna get one of every hard seltzer and try all of them as we're talking.
Okay, I'm down for that. I wish we could get like duplicate boxes or something so we could try something together.
Yeah, no, it's fair. I got my beer drop. My next beer drop from that Colorado thing I do is coming, and
I still have some Tavores left.
Well, I was gonna say I have a peanut butter ale coming. I have a jalapeno beer. I have a blueberry lemon beer. I'm stoked for what's coming on this one. I'm real excited.
I just have a whole lot of Blue Moon that I plan on drinking because the Tavor stuff was that was like very heavy stuff for me.
Yeah,
like,
well,
like the alcohol percentage, but also the flavor.
So that's why I like beer drop.
So much of it.
Well, I was gonna say that's why I like beer drop, because beer drop is based on your preferences of beer. So I set mine to all light stuff, and you can customize it too. So basically, I tell it I just want lagers, but like lagers and sours and lighter things, and it tells me their recommendations and what they're gonna send me, and then I get to go in and still kind of do my thing with that. So I added crazy shit. Like there's a key lime pie IPA, I think. Mm-hmm. One of the things I got. So that is what I'm working with. I'm also going to do my switch over very quickly right now.
I'm here with Stalker Channing.
Yes, that is correct.
I also have no ping pong balls. Hold on, I'm getting ping pong balls out of my little baggie. Got some ping pong.
I love how you have like your mom is just packing these things for you.
My mom needs everything like super clean and organized. Also, I lost my train of thought. Sorry, guys. I forgot what I was going to say. Like, I'm not even going to try to dig for it right now.
No digging necessary.
Oh, I do remember what I was going to say. You know what I'm really excited for? Just playing one-on-one. I'm excited to be able to shoot back-to-back shots.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I really missed that.
Did you want to increase it to 10 if it's just us, or do you want to leave it 6?
Let's start with 6 and see what
happens. Okay, that's fine. Wait, Perri, did I show you my new mugs?
No. What are they?
Hold on.
Are they Mondo mugs?
No.
Mondo Tiki mugs?
So I got these like Viking mugs.
Oh, cool. That reminds me. You know that when I was in grad school, my non-thesis film, I can't remember. No, my thesis film, we shot at a LARPing camp.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
And we were staying in like their main lodge with their kitchen and everything. And the only thing I drank out of for like a week and a half was shit like that.
I saw them online, and I don't know why I had to have them, but I had to have them. So now I've just been like drinking random crap out of these like Viking mugs with like the goat's horn freaking handle. I'm just like, yes, please.
Super cool. I like it. Oh, fuck. I almost forgot my paper towel.
Oh, I'm actually, good call, P-Dog. I'm going to stay here.
I'm going to do a little What?
I said I'm fine. Who goes first? What is the...
You should go first because you're the reigning champ on the table. Like, I don't even feel worthy of going first.
All right, I can do that.
I played very well. Not to throw all my partners under the bus, but like I played pretty well.
To throw Vinny under the bus, you played tremendously.
I still love you,
Vinny. To throw Vinny under the bus, you hit like 20 cups in a game and took us to 4 overtimes by yourself. In no way do I take any credit from you. You know this 100%.
Yes, I do.
All right, hit one.
Of course you did.
Second shot. No. I need a paper towel.
Have you taken any practice shots today?
No, it's been actually a very slow week. No practice this week.
Oh, my reflexes.
Your reflexes.
All right, I got the front cup. At least I got one. I could have gotten that first ball before it bounced on the floor. Oh, fuck. Now I can't even find the damn ball.
All right, I'm going, Perri.
Okay.
All right, hit one.
You're bad.
And then, so now I have an isolation. I did not hit my front cup yet.
All right.
I'm going to see what happens on this.
Make sure you don't hit any of those other 3 cups that you can hit.
So don't hit the back cups.
No, yeah. You might hit the back cups. Just, Matt, look at those back cups.
I hit the rim of the right one, all right?
Okay. All right, I got that back guy. Now I'm going to come from this angle. I want that front one. I want it back.
There you go.
I got very excited.
I did not set myself up with a good rack. This is not where I want to be.
Now I'm going to knock out this triangle here. Oh, there was such an arc on that shot. Did you see my follow through? I did.
A lot of basketball follow through going on here. This is textbook. All right.
That was a shitty shot. Ready?
I see it.
Boom. It's all in the hip.
There you go. See, now you're understanding. You're getting it.
All right.
See, it's there.
All right.
I gotta do some more.
I didn't have the force. Uh-oh. Am I making you nervous?
On the table. I'm taking my behind.
All right.
I hit it.
Oh, fuck you. But that was so good.
One. Wait.
All right.
Wait, this happened last game. Was behind the back 1 or 2? I forget.
1. Because technically you'd already missed.
Yes. Okay. For some reason I thought we gave it 2 last time. That's fine. All right.
Look at that ugly rack. All right, I'm gonna re-rack and line these guys up.
Take it.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna hit 1 right now.
You're gonna hit 2. I think you're gonna ice this here.
All right, I got the back one. I feel like your version of shit talking me is telling me I'm gonna do well, and then me.
Yeah, you are gonna do well. You're gonna hit this. You're fine. You're going to hit this right dead center.
I was online. I was way over, though.
You were. I'm going to take my little racky rack here.
You know what is going to be really good entertainment? If it happens, there was like an enormous wasp in this kitchen yesterday. Could you imagine if it came near me while we were filming?
Oh, you'd be so mad.
I would be like,
oh, dude, fuck.
Like an absolute nutcase. All right. I'm going to get this, and I'm going to end the game right
there. You are. That's good there.
1.
Yep. Ice it. Do 2.
Can I do it behind the back still?
Yeah, of course. If you can hit that last one, go for it.
Well, that was like...
That was directly online. Looking at it from the camera view, you literally hit right behind the cup. Oh,
it was like I didn't even split the difference of what I just did and what I did before.
Before that. No, that was seriously dead on. All right, I got to hit 3 in a row with 2 balls. Let's see what happens.
You got this. I believe in you, Matt.
Nope. This is so
bad. I was trying your positivity tactic. I'm going to do that with Joe next time. I'm going to tell Joe he's so good, and then he's going to lose.
That was a quick one. All right.
All right. So now I get to go first?
Absolutely.
I haven't gone first in a game in a while.
Oh, that was bad.
All right. 1 sip.
For the record, me and Joe are pretty even whenever we play. Oh, that was just 4 showings.
Here we go. That front cup.
I know.
Bye-bye. I want that one.
Oof.
All
right.
Gotta be on side with 1.
Gotta figure out what went wrong last time. Holy shit.
Matt, you're so good at beer pong. You're so good.
I'm the best.
It's all in your hex cup.
Holy shit.
Holy shit, this works. All right. I'm still going for that guy.
Yep.
Still going for it.
You got a typewriter going right in the line?
I didn't get the one I wanted, but I got that guy.
Still got a good one.
I don't know what I want that one, I think. There's flies in this kitchen.
You got flies? Don't get distracted by them.
It's because Mama Nems likes to leave the front door open so the dogs can go in and out, which also means the bugs can go in
I see
and out.
that, yeah.
And it's very annoying.
Fucking fine. Jesus.
All right. You missed your other one, right?
I did.
Okay.
Oof.
I'm going to clean out all 4 cups right now and not even give you another turn.
Yeah, it's a good choice because
I lied.
I immediately proven a liar. I like that. I like it took one shot.
I'll take one.
Take one.
Where did that go?
Okay. All right.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
It's your hex cups, Matt. The top of the triangle.
Oh man, every single one is just hitting. I'm floating them in. I don't get it.
Oh, that was the first
All right.
time I think I didn't hit any.
This ends now. This is getting ridiculous.
Get your shit together, Matt.
All right, that's one.
Oh, crap. You're so good, Matt. You're going to hit all the cups. Switch in the hex cup.
That's 2.
All right. Well, at least you have a crappy rack.
Crappy rack. The last rack I want. Nope. Missed that one.
Okay.
Oh.
Behind the back. Let's see it.
Oh, it hit the rim. I thought it was in.
Really? You're too fucking good at that. It freaks me out.
That was good.
All right. Got the front cup. Left myself with a shitty setup.
Oh, you don't want to hit one of these. You want to. Yeah, there you go. Okay.
I'll line it up. What are you going to do? Up.
You know what? I'm going to rack it.
You're panicking. What happens? You don't want to hit that middle one, Matt.
I don't. You're right.
You're in big trouble. But you're going to, I don't know.
Back one.
I tried to pivot to more positive talking and just like.
Yeah, you started negative and tried to pivot positive. Oh my god!
All right, I'm still in the game. Still in the game. I'm lining them up. That looks straight. All right. I'm gonna get that front cup.
Get the cup on the side. Don't get the front cup. Nah, fuck.
Too late. Now I'm gonna get the back cup.
Yeah, I know. Go ahead. Yep. There you go.
Does that mean it's over, or do you get a rebuttal?
No rebuttal. You just iced it.
Okay. Now what?
Oh, of course I hit that. And of course I hit that too. Sure. Because, yeah.
Go for 3?
Yeah, fine with it. You want to both go to 10?
To do a 10 cup rack?
Yeah, the 6 cup take no time when it's 2 people.
All right. Getting some more cups. Get some more water.
I got mine right here.
Matt,
Oops.
I have a very important question for you.
What's that?
Have you refreshed the water in those cups since last year?
I cleaned the cups.
Can you tell everybody what you told us at one time?
Absolutely not. Why would I do that?
Wait, now I'm like way off center. All right. Does that look like a good rack? I think that's a good rack. Yeah, I'm center. All right. Let's do this thing.
Fucking ice.
Do you want to play for something this time?
Yeah, we want to play for it.
Let's bring it to the chat, guys. What should we play for? I feel like we should play for something that we should be able to make happen within this video.
Within this, okay.
But yeah.
That's an interesting ask.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Man, Evan, I have a that's what she said problem. Like things that I say automatically feed
Good
in.
one. It's a good one.
No. Do you know what a shoey is?
I have no idea what a
I'm
shoey is.
not doing it. I refuse.
The hell's a shoey?
Shoey is where you fill your worn sneaker with beer and you drink it.
Then I know what a shoey is.
I'm not doing it.
I have seen the shoey done. I have not done a shoey. There will be no shoey for me.
I absolutely refuse to do a shoey. There's a lot that I will do. All right, we've got loser has to watch a bad movie of the winner's choice. Oh, wait, this one might work. Loser does a fear pong dare. No backouts.
Oh fuck! You want to roll that dice? You want to roll that dice?
Not entirely. Oh, here's one. Christy, you saved the day. Take a shot of liquor. I'll do that.
All right. Yeah, I have plenty of liquor right next to me at my bar.
I go first. Ready?
You go first. Yeah, you're crushing it. You are destroying.
Front cup.
Ugh.
Oh, I didn't hit any cups.
There you go.
The fucking flies are here.
Here we go. I feel the tide's turning now.
I got the front cup.
Okay.
Matt, you're so good.
All right, cool. I just hit in the middle of everything.
It's such a good shot. I have to find my other ping pong ball. 1 second.
It's like there's like a freaking force field around my cups right now.
You know that, like, my mom got mad the other day because she found ping pong balls in her flower pots. Her shoe pots, whatever the fuck.
How'd you leave them there? How did you not find those?
It couldn't have been there from last time because I know I used 2 balls and put them both back in the plastic bag.
Which is almost worse that they've been sitting there for weeks. How'd you not know they were just there? Like, how'd you lose track of those?
I'll blame whatever time Lonnie was here because that was the only time that I didn't have like complete track personally of all the balls.
Yes, blaming on Lonnie is very good.
I love blaming on Lonnie.
All right, that's one.
Matt, you're so good. You're gonna hit 2 cups. You're so good. Oh my god, I can't believe that worked.
What the fuck?
I can actually like beat you in this game with kindness.
I'm not used to that. I don't know what to do with people being nice to me.
This angle now. That front cup. I want that front
Go
cup.
for it.
I want that cup.
Oh, man. Got it.
Now I want that other front cup. That one at the top of the triangle. Didn't get it. But I still have 3. Give me that ping pong ball. You're so
Like, you don't even need to say anything. I can't hit anything right now.
I can't believe it.
Okay. It's a little glitchy. You're okay. You're on a tad bit of a little... Okay, you're glitching a little bit. Perri, technical difficulties, part 2. You're glitching pretty hard, Perri. I can hear you like moving around. Nah, you're.
So, but like you can't see. Matt, stay in the room. I'm gonna back out.
Wait, I hear you. I hear you and see you. Maybe not. Do it. Do it back out and come back in. The Nemiroff household is using too much bandwidth on their streaming. I just like hit a bunch of cups while she's not here. This is my apartment. I don't know what else to do. Just kind of hanging out until Perri gets back. What if she just never came back and this is just purgatory? Just me drinking a beer on your screen. What's going on in the chat? Can we not turn this into Unfriended 3? I would like this not to be the way I die. I'm just waiting for Perri to appear like in my opening behind me, just like comes in the hallway out of nowhere. Which I have to check just in case. Tell a joke? No, I'm not telling a joke. What's the poster? The poster is a movie called Late Phases, and it is my first pull quote ever because I was drunk at a South by Southwest festival, and I wrote a review for a werewolf movie, and I thought it'd be real funny to call it a howling good time because I thought it'd be funny in my review, and then it made the poster. So that is forever my pull quote.
Is it any better?
I can hear you. I can see you. You're waving.
Okay.
Yep.
Like, am I safe? Am I safe to shoot shots and you'll believe me?
I heard you. Yes, I heard you talking completely. I can see you moving in fluid motion. There is no techno glitching going on.
You know what? If a representative from Optimum or Cablevision on Long Island can hear this, this middle finger is for you.
Could you imagine if they were watching this live stream? Like some guys like, wait, what the fuck?
Because they suck.
Oh,
all right. They're ruining my showcase here. How dare they?
I know. This is just maybe the worst I've ever played. All right, cool.
I have no choice. I'm gonna have to leave myself a line.
No, you should. You're doing the right thing. Hit that cup.
Woo! I got it back. Woo!
Got it.
Woo! This is where I glitch, by the way. I'm going to sink this shot and it's going to get messed up.
You're going to sink it. I'm not going to see it. I'm going to call it's BS.
That wasn't bad. But I'm still going to get
glitch a little bit, but I heard it bounce back.
All right. I got this big lovely line here.
Man, imagine if I don't hit anything again.
Oh, you're so good at beer pong. You're so good.
Look, it didn't go in anywhere. This is getting absolutely fucking comical.
Someone's taking a shot.
Yeah. Someone's taking a big old shot. Jesus.
Have you done two?
I hit one. I took two of my shots.
Oh, all right. I'm going to re-rack into a diamond.
Go for it.
I want that diamond. All right.
This is just... I feel like a shell of myself. I feel like I should just go to bed after this.
You know that's not possible.
I feel like I just call it a night.
Where the fuck is that going out?
If I fucking rim again, I'm just...
You're worried. That one. I want that front one.
Uh-huh. I didn't know that was all.
Oh, I thought I had that. That time I got it, though.
All right,
I gotta go find
to hit. That's fine. All right. I'm going to hit 8 cups. That's one. That's two.
Okay. You're so good. You're going to get two again.
Nope. Cap out at 3 possible. Nope, that's just 2.
All right. Let's end this and watch Matt take a shot.
Yep. I need like 3 shots at this point, so just do it.
Oh, I shot it in the same spot both times. You're so good at beer pong, Matt.
I'm like getting legitimately frustrated. What the hell?
I got nothing, man. All right. Enough of this. Enough of this. All right, I got that front guy. Now I'm going to get this game ender here. Got it.
I had a 6-cup rack left. I don't like. I am just.
It was nice playing by myself for a little, I gotta say. I feel like I had enough practice on this table where I'm learning this table. What did you just drink?
I drank a little Deep Eddy's lemon vodka.
Ah, all right. That makes me think of South by Southwest.
Hell yeah, it does. So that was fucking embarrassing.
Apparently, I'm Laura Barnes tonight. I don't know if that has anything to do with my beer pong skills and not my glitching, but
done. I got nothing left, man. That was demoralized.
Here, do you want to play one flip cup?
Sure.
Can we play one flip cup? Like, is there a way to do that?
With one cup? Or like, what are you talking about? Are you talking about like 5 cups in a row?
5 cups is too much. That's like a whole beer.
So what we could do is that flip cup version that I forget what video someone sent me, where it's like the shot glass and you do it like pushing the shot glass towards the other person. We have to figure that out though. That's
all right. Well, next time. I was getting too ambitious for one live stream. I already won. I should stop like pushing my luck here.
Yeah, we're at 71 minutes. That's good. I got to play you privately now and reclaim some glory.
Fine. Big thanks to everybody out there for watching, for playing along, for heckling. We absolutely love it. We hope you join us next week.
I need Joe back.
I know. You do.
I'm never without Joe. What is happening?
I don't really know what I'm going to do next week. I got to figure out like a partner strategy here.
I'm going to be practicing heavily because I don't know what the fuck just happened.
I feel like I'm not going to practice because clearly that just worked in my favor. But I'm going to remind you guys that I'm doing another stream tomorrow, and I'm having Alicia Gaynor on the show, and everything with Alicia is just like such freaking pure joy and love that you're not going to want to miss it. Matt, what's going on your side? What do you want to plug work-wise? Because like you're doing so much shit right now that I can't even keep up with it.
I started a website, Certified Forgotten. Fucking check that shit out. We write some cool stuff. We have a podcast, which is really fun, which Perri is delaying being on.
That's not, you can't throw that on me because I've given you like it must be a dozen movie suggestions, but because it doesn't meet your precise number for rotten, I'm not.
No, you can't give me suggestions that don't meet our criteria. You have to give us suggestions that fucking fit.
You gave me like parameters that clash.
But they don't clash. Do you know how many people have come to us with movies that fit the exact parameter because they want to talk about it?
Fine.
I'll give you a list. I gave you a list of movies to talk about.
It'll probably at this point have to be something I'm seeing for the first time, but I will do it.
That's totally fine.
Fine.
But yeah, there's that. Got a little website called Plex, Plex is a streaming service. I don't know. I'm writing horror stuff for something called The Watch List. And then Amelia in the site is now heading the editorial on what to watch. And what to watch is a new site to watch for. See what I did there? What to watch for? Yeah, man.
Go check all that stuff out. Guys,